other words, you're no longer stuck. You've got creative inertia and you are speeding forward. Well, what happens then? Hello, creatives. Today we're going to talk about something that I don't usually hit on because it's a much bigger topic than can be done in like a 2-minute video, but I think it's important that we start to talk about it. Most of this channel is devoted to helping you get unstuck. Oh, hi, Kat. To helping you get unblocked. Isn't that right? You want to help too, don't you? So the 2 primary steps of Create It 22, make one new thing every day, let it be tiny, and let it be absolutely wrong. That applies no matter what's going on, okay? But once you are at the point that you have actually begun to have a really consistent daily creation habit, in other words, you're no longer stuck. You've got creative inertia and you are speeding forward. Well, what happens then? I have seen people actually stall out at this point because they don't know how to keep going in a way that creates what they want to create. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to break this down into a couple of steps. Step 1. You're going to have to learn things. And I know you left school a while ago. You don't want to learn things anymore, but you do have to do this if you really want to create your art. It's kind of like if someone has a really great talent for cooking, but they don't know about garlic, well, then everything they make is going to be without garlic. And there are some dishes that really need garlic. So how do they learn about garlic? Well, you go and you eat other things and you talk to people and you ask questions and you watch videos and you read articles and you learn about garlic and you go, oh, and then you start to use garlic and all of a sudden half of your dishes taste amazingly better. Your creativity is the same way. You're going to have to start to learn some techniques. Now, the good news is we live in a really, really generous age. It can also be greedy and terrible on the corporate side, but humanly speaking, people just share what they know. They share it in posts on forums and blogs, and they make long Twitter threads and they put up YouTube videos, and they're just trying to help you with what they learned. So whatever it is that you're trying to create, as you start to seek what to learn, initially don't go crazy. Don't go for a graduate level book with terms you don't understand and is going to bore you and make this feel like a joyless thing. It's not a joyless thing. That's step 1, is be willing to start looking up things like how to draw X or how to write a book where your middle doesn't sag. You know, if you keep searching and switching up the words you use while you search, you will find a lot of stuff to help you out. Step 2 is practice. And yeah, we don't want to do that either, but I want to remind you that this is a joyful thing. As you are creating every single day, your creative muscles are getting stronger. You will find yourself able to do more, and that is exciting. So when you have learned these things, these new techniques, these new tools that are going to help you, well, you got to practice with them. You have to learn how to do them in your way. And this is one of those crucial things. You're going to uncover a lot of the rules of writing or the rules of drawing, the rules of art, the rules of blah, 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 blah. No, those are suggestions. Those are general guidelines. And yeah, they're there because a lot of the times they work, but they do not always work. In fact, as you learn how to work with those guidelines and rules and tools, you're going to make them your own. Your path, your creativity is unique from everyone else's. You can take things that have worked for other people and it'll be great for you, but that doesn't mean that you have to do it the way other people did. It is valuable to you to learn how they did those things because it gives you ways forward. Step 3 isn't so much an activity as it is an attitude. Patience. I don't know how far away you were from being in school or from learning how to do an instrument or play a sport, but it takes time to learn a new thing, especially if that new thing involves, well, a totally different way, a method that you hadn't done before. So initially, when you learn these techniques and you try them, they're not going to work. Give yourself patience. This is the baby step principle all over again. Your kid initially cannot even lift their head. Eventually, there's the wiggling in the head support. Eventually, there's very wobbly standing, but nobody's actually walking yet. And in time, because they didn't stop, they can run around like little devils. Don't stop. Keep going, keep trying techniques, tweaking techniques, and learning new techniques. You will find what works for you. Keep going, creative. Keep making amazing, honest, wonderful things. I can't wait to see what you do. Sit down with me now and let's make something new.